all so much for coming today. Rain or shine, we planned this, and it's just amazing that we've gotten to this point. So I just want to start by saying that this project has been nothing but a partnership and a huge community effort, and the partnerships between everybody involved, I can't address each one, but it truly is unbelievable. And with that is the City of Richmond, Mayor Jones, City Council, VCU, Dr. Rao, local foundations, corporations, private contributors, volunteers that also include the volunteers of the Monroe Park Conservancy, and before that the Monroe Park Advisory Council. You have students, thank you to the PEPAs behind you, and students who have approached me over the past 10 years who are truly interested in this park and the park's future. Friends and family, thank you for your support. So we gather here to celebrate Monroe Park and a kickoff to renovating it. A brief history: in the early 19th century, the United States had a trend, and that trend was to upgrade their municipal parks. In 1851, the City of Richmond City Council decided that they needed to create a public space. That public space became what you now see as Monroe Park. There was a sense of urgency in 1851 that the city was growing rapidly, the land should be acquired, and they called for a report of breathing space. There was too much pollution downtown in 1851. The Western Square, now Monroe Park as you see it, was purchased for $13,592. By 1877, Wilfred Emery Cutshaw, a graduate of VMI, an engineer, he was on the planning commission in the City of Richmond, and he worked to establish the vision that we now see. He wanted to shape the park into an urban square. The Monroe Park Conservancy was established to bring Cutshaw's vision back to its fullest potential. An urban living room with roots and reference in history, a public space that is green, 21st century sustainable practices to mitigate water runoff, use less electricity, save our grid. A place to gather, a place to walk, a place of enjoyment. The Conservancy's mission has been to foster these partnerships, and foremost with the City of Richmond. With that, we thank Honorable Dwight C. Jones for what he has fostered.
Well, good morning, everyone, and thank you, Alice, and thank all of you for being here today. It's a good day in the City of Richmond, and we want to thank all of the partners who have done so much to make this day possible. Charlie Agee with Altria, Dominion, and VCU, Dr. Rao. But let's be clear that the Conservancy and Alice Massey have really been the drivers behind this. So let's give a shout out to Alice Massey. Let me tell you, as mayor, you don't want her to get on a project and want to get it done, because there'll be no peace until it gets done. So not only will Alice be able to sleep tonight, but I'll be able to sleep as well. But we're delighted to be here today because this park is a wonderful piece of what we see as the resurgence of the City of Richmond. And my vision of that resurgence is that every person should participate in the resurgence, every community should participate in the resurgence, and that this park will be a place where everybody and every citizen will be welcome in this place and in all public places in our city. Our job as the city is to provide the infrastructure for great projects to take place, and then for corporations and philanthropic entities and for individuals to come forward with the necessary resources in partnership with the city to get it done. This is a wonderful example of public-private partnerships, a wonderful example of working hard to find resources to do something good for the City of Richmond. And so all of us as Richmonders today can be extremely proud of what we have been able to accomplish. I want to express deep appreciation to our city departments who made this work happen. They've been working, we're doing the groundbreaking today. I'm sorry, we're doing the greening today. Alice would have no groundbreaking, so we're doing a greening today. And the departments of our city that have worked so hard to make all of this happen, Department of Parks and Recreation, and all of the departments, too many to name. But I do want to mention that I was the first mayor to appoint a director of sustainability, Alicia Zakoff. Raise your hand, Alicia. And it's important, yeah, give her a round of applause. And I want you to know that this park will have stormwater mitigation measures above and beyond the required law. And so our commitment to greening the city doesn't end with the required law. We go over and above to get it done. So thanks, Alicia, for pushing us in that regard. Also, we want you to know that the lights that are here in the park are not just going to be lost, but those lights are going to be moved to Bird Park and Bryan Park, and our Department of Parks and Recreation are going to refurbish those lights so they will not be lost. And so I think that that's a great way to also make sure that we're doing the right thing. And so our story here today is new energy in a historic place and continuing Richmond's trajectory. And so I want to congratulate all of our community partners, and we look forward to walking through this beautiful park in the not too distant future, and we'll all be able to be proud of what we were able to accomplish together. And so now it's my privilege to bring up the president of VCU. All of us are excited about what VCU does for this city, what VCU means to this city, and the wonderful energy that the school brings to our community. And we're very happy to have the president with us today. Let's welcome Dr. Michael Rao.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Good morning. It is so great to have all of you together for this momentous occasion. This is something that is just going to be a memory for us for a very long time, and it should be, given all of the investments that so many of you, as I look around, have made in this park and in making this day possible. I'd like to begin by thanking Mayor Jones for not only being such a wonderful visionary, but a tremendous cooperative partner in this project, but in all of the ways in which we've had the opportunity to work together over the last 8 years. So as you wind down your term, we say thank you to you for your many contributions here in the city of Richmond. Thank you. We're very proud to be a part of Richmond. And I certainly extend, Mr. Mayor, all of that to your entire team. Many of your team members are here today, and I know they've worked hard with you to make so many things happen. Now, the mayor did a great job of recognizing Alice Massey and the Monroe Park Conservancy, but I don't know that I could possibly say that anything that anyone would say would be enough. Alice Massey was one of the very first people I met when I came to Richmond, and she saw to it, by the way, that we would meet early, and I'm glad that we did. Alice Massey represents so much of what we all say at the university. We want all of our students to be and to do. We want all of our students to envision themselves as leaders, as people who want to make positive changes possible for so many others who don't have that opportunity, maybe don't have that voice. Alice Massey is a model leader. We should all be studying Alice Massey as an incredible member of this community who has made a difference in a very important way, namely in a very positive way, very persistent way, and a way that really will ultimately benefit other people. You care about other people. That's one of the most important qualities we need to have as a human being, as human beings, and you embody every bit of that. So Alice, we can't thank you enough. And I also want to recognize and thank your family members and your friends who are with you and kept this moving along with you and kept that vision that you've had. So Alice, thank you. We're so lucky to have Alice. I want to thank Rossi Hutchison as well from the Vern Carter Foundation. Altria, Charlie is here, Charlie Agee is here with us, And I also want to thank Dominion. I know that. Oh, hey, you're here finally. Okay, excellent. Thank you. We're so glad that you're here, and we really appreciate your tremendous support. I also want to take a moment to say thank you to Brian Shaw, who has been a member of the team as well, helping to make things move along. This is really a tremendous opportunity for VCU. And although the park is a part of the city, it is a green space that really brings so many of us together. And I love the mayor's vision that focuses on bringing us together, because ultimately, as humans, we are social, and it is one of the ways in which we learn. And of course, learning is an important part of what we provide at the university. In this space, in its new form, is going to give us a premier learning space that our students will have the opportunity to engage with each other, which is one of the most important ways in which they learn, but it will also give them an opportunity to engage with people throughout the city. It's going to be a great place for friends and family members to get together, and I'm very, very excited about the future of a space that really has become so iconic here in Richmond and deserves to be the kind of space that it's planned to be, as opposed to what it's become. This really talks a lot about the positive power of a community, the opportunity to really bring resources together from various sources so that we have the opportunity to make something big happen with lots of contributions that come from lots of sources. Really, we can't do much of anything unless we can count on our team. Somebody said to me earlier, you know, it's amazing that this has come together, and it's wonderful that it's come together. How do you fit something like this in among all of the things that a university does? I said it's all about teams and volunteers and people who have the will to make something happen that will benefit other people. So I'm looking forward to our park. I'm looking forward to a continued partnership with the city, a continued partnership with the community, and we pledge that we will make good use of this space as an integral part of the community, as an integral part of the city that we are so proud to be in. On behalf of the entire university community, for all of you who have been so generous in making this happen, thank you very, very much.
So as the mayor said, I had the novel idea of greening the park. It's been dry, and now we're here in the rain. And so I would love to ask the mayor and Dr. Rao and Rossi and Hunter and Charlie to come forward, and we're going to water some grass. And we hope the Peppas will make us rock. And thank you all so much for coming.